Hi YouTubers, it is h3llg3ar. Welcome to September. First and foremost, before I get into the progress report today, I would like to say this. There's been construction going on for the past couple of weeks, actually since the end of July. I don't know when they're going to be done, so if you hear any construction sounds, that is why. Please bear with me. That being said, it's time for me to do the content assessment results. And that's the main thing I want to talk about for this progress report of the fall. So, many of you guys have already heard or seen my content assessment video. That's the part where I decided that I was going to simply let you guys figure out which of my content was going on. Because there's a lot of content on this channel, or there was a lot of content on this channel. And I had said once I come back, I was going to just throw up a piece of content and let you guys see which of it you liked, which of it you didn't like, and so on. The whole point of that was to gauge how I'm going to do things moving forward. Now, when it comes to that content, I uploaded at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's essentially 10 a.m. Pacific. And during that slot, 3 times a week, this was the content that I wanted to gauge your interaction, your interests on. Now, I did this for pretty much every bit of content on the channel except for Smurfs Village, which, as I'd shown in the previous episode of Smurfs Village, I got my tablet back, restored my save file from the cloud, and everything from my other villages is gone. And what is this? They recently put up a carnival update for Smurfs Village. It's been going for a while now, but that's the most recent update for Smurfs Village. And as I had said in that particular episode, I was trying to figure out what to do. I've been in contact with customer support, and I still haven't heard anything back from them. They said they would look into the issue. They're probably working on it. And frankly, I don't know what's up. I even asked you, my viewing audience, whether I should keep playing, just start from scratch and rebuild it, or just up and out. And no opinions have been going down. So, Smurfs Village, I don't know what I'm going to do with that series right now. I'm gonna figure something out. Hopefully get back in touch with customer support and see what's going on. Now, as far as the other content on the channel is concerned, you probably noticed the graveyard getting updated. Yeah, that's right, the graveyard getting updated. And you're going to see the graveyard updated because all the content that you, my viewers, had no further interest in got buried in the graveyard. And that is essentially how things are going to go. I've been doing this since 2019, and this is going to be a staple issue for me. And I simply want to say thank you for letting me know what content on the channel you, my viewing audience, are no longer interested in. You may not understand that the whole concept of a graveyard for content and series, but I'm appreciative of what you don't like on the channel, knowing what you didn't like as far as my content is concerned. Now, for the rest of the content, I had 2 particular suits for this content. Suit number 2 is content that is essentially on the bubble. This is the stuff that, you know, there isn't much interest in, but it managed to have enough interest to keep from being buried in the graveyard. And when it came to that content, I was addressed with two instances. Instance number one was to keep making content of it in hopes of it going off the bubble into surviving content. Or instance number two, just end said series of content altogether. And when it came to bubble content like that, that is exactly how it turned out. And then, again, that was essentially the gist of things for the bubble content. You know, either make more of it to see if it comes off the bubble, or just end it. And that's what I did with my bubble content. Or am planning to do with the rest of the bubble content that I haven't gotten around to making extra content for, to decide its fate. And number one, we have the surviving content. Now, the surviving content, that's the stuff that you, my viewing audience, are interested in seeing. This is the stuff I plan on making more of. And I want to talk a little bit more about the making more of this content. Plans for the fall are essentially, well, for the fall and beyond, are essentially this. To the content that survives, I want to do a little bit more. Not just episodes, as far as the definition of channel content is concerned. I want to do a little bit more than that. You know, a perfect example of that is Snoopy's Town Tale. You know, that content has more than just episodes. You know, I may do an episode where it's me just actually playing, or a little bit of an update, or telling you about a particular character. Or in instances where I will make a discussion on things. This is that little bit more kind of content that I was talking about. And I had to do this with everything. I wanted to gauge. And the reason why I can't say wanted to gauge, I needed to gauge this. And the reason why I needed to gauge this is simple. I need interaction from you, my viewing audience. And not just views and likes, but content comments as well. And I do respond to the comments. It may not be right away, but I do get to you guys. And I am reading my comments. And for a lot of the content that I've made, up to the point of the content assessment, it's just me posting videos and nothing is said by you, my viewing audience. And some people will say that no news is good news, but others are like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. And when people are not saying what you're doing wrong or what to improve, that's the issue. So with a lot of the blanks, it's like, well, how am I supposed to better entertain you guys if you're not going to tell me how to better entertain you guys? And that poses a very, very rough conundrum for me. So, to everything that goes on that has survived this content assessment, again, there's going to be more content. There's not just going to be episodes on extra content. I'm going to do a little bit more. And you'll find out a bit more of that when things go on. Now, we address things that are coming up new. There are going to be those instances where I want to do something new on the channel, and it's going to be up to you, my viewing audience, how your interests are in this, and you guys will let me know. And one of the things that analytics tells me is how long things are being watched. And that level of interest is something that a content creator like myself and everybody else, they keep tabs on this. This is how they're like, okay, this isn't working. It's time to just stop doing this. Focus on the stuff that's working. And that's going to be how it works from here on out. New content, existing content, da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I'm going to take another instance, and it's about how I record things. Now, I'm doing this not in the way many people are used to. Okay, I only have one computer monitor. And I know many of the big shots out there have 2, maybe 3 screens to look at. And they got that way because of their subscribers, their people who watch, and their interests. The more people they have to entertain, the better they can. And one of the ways that they can entertain people better is having an extra screen where it shows the content, and on the other screen they have like a face cam so you can see their facial expressions. This is all in how your content creators try to entertain you better. But not everybody can do that out the gate, especially because YouTube has restrictions on that. You have to have a certain number of people interested in your content, aka subscribe to your content, to do certain things. That's how it's been for a while, and that's how it's reiterated itself since they did that 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours viewed a year, so that YouTube can literally pay content creators. That's why a lot of content creators were talking about the adpocalypse. You know, they aren't able to entertain their followers, their viewers, their subs like they normally would. And there are many of us that hit really, really hard. I am one of those people. I only got paid one time, and then this happened. So essentially, I've been doing this on gratis. And it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. You know? So the plan is simple. Entertain more people so you can entertain them better, and with entertaining people better, you got the green to do just that. Look, I get it. It's just a business every while. Everybody's got to have their bread and meat. YouTube does this sort of thing. You know? And while I like to make this content to entertain you guys and enjoy myself, I can only do so much. And there are certain platforms to make this content that don't really work as well as what I'm used to. Some of the suggestions that I've heard from you, I've given a try, and it only lasts for like 10 minutes. And 10 minutes to do plays of a lot of these games nowadays is just not enough. That'll get you maybe 1 stage, if you're lucky 2 stages. You know, if you're playing like Call of Duty or something, you can't do Call of Duty playthroughs in like 10 minutes. Come on. You got to do that stuff for at least 25. Some people are doing it for hours. You know? That comes with the territory of being able to entertain a lot of people. The more of you I can entertain, the longer I can entertain you for per episode. That's just how it works. This is why I say be sure to like and sub and bell and comment, because I want to get more of you to entertain so I can entertain you better than how I'm doing now. Because I appreciate entertaining you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching all the episodes of all of the content that's on the channel. Next on the list are time frames, and this is where we get into the schedule. So, I haven't figured out a set schedule for things right now. So, that's going to be the next little bit of business that I deal with. Setting up a proper schedule to get things out on certain days of the week. I've done this in the past, how I've had Monday do this, where I've had Smurf stuff on Saturdays, I've had Town Tale Tuesdays. I have to work out a proper schedule for the fall, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to be taking some time to work that schedule out, especially thanks to how I've been doing things. There are 3 particular time frames, and this is something I found out. While updating and posting content at any time of the day was how I did things back then, I've noticed that there are certain times of the day where you guys like to enjoy viewing the content on channel h3llg3ar. So, as one of the ways to better entertain you, I'm going to be posting content on these particular times. And there are 3 particular time slots that have been constant throughout the week where you guys are interested in enjoying and watching the content more than anything else. So I'm going to revolve my content posts around these 3 periods of time on a given day of the week. Again, I'm going to check my stats and whatnot to see what these 3 time periods are, and I'm going to post my content accordingly, and that's just how it's going to be moving forward. What stayed and what got cut, you already know, simply because you showed the interest in what you wanted to keep around. I shouldn't have to tell you that. So, to all of my viewing faithful, I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for watching the series. Thank you for watching all of the content. Please continue to watch all the content and like the content, and sharing the content to some of your friends and family so that they can sub to me and be entertained by me, so I can better entertain all of you. And when I can entertain you guys better, everything's gonna be it'll click. I can entertain you guys better, you'll enjoy the content more, and I can give out other types of content besides just episodes. Content that you can enjoy even when you're not watching. Yeah, that kind of content. But it all depends on you, my viewing audience. So if you're new and you've happened to come across this channel and you're looking at this progress report, do me a favor. Like the video, sub to the channel, hit that bell, and comment down in the comments section. Not just for this progress report, but for all of the videos that are uploaded on the channel. Because the more of you that I can entertain, the better I can do that. And remember, you gotta tell a guy how to make content better. You know, you can't just stay blank. Please don't stay blank. You have a voice, and I like to read your voice in the comment section. It's how I can better entertain you guys. Let's make fall 2020 and moving forward a lot better for this channel. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys once everything is all settled out.